Hello, long time. I know, I've been there. Mm. First meal of the day. It is 6 p.m. Oh, what a day. I'm almost done. Then we catch up. I haven't seen you all in a while. Hi, football highlights. Long time. How is your channel doing? Noodles not good. They are not good, but that's what I have. Hi, Bukenya. I've been on my feet all day. I just sat down, and this is all I had in my house to eat, so. Otherwise, how is everyone? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Hi, ready? Yeah, okay. It's been almost a month since I last went live. Okay. Oh, I don't feel good. I think what I just ate wants to come back. Hold on. Oh my days. I'm fine. I do have ulcers. When I take long to eat, it that happens. Hi, Linda. I'm gonna get a proper meal in 30 minutes. Whew. Can you show me your home? No, I cannot. Next time, maybe. Not today. Not today. All right, since we spoke last, I had so much to do. I had a lot of soul and mental searching to do. I had to get some things in order. I had to get my affairs in order. As I speak, most of my affairs are in order. Yes, at least they're somewhere. Not where I want them to be, but better than where they were. I'm from Barat. I don't know where that is. Where is Barat found? And then about a week ago, my family is really small, so we have a new member to my family. My young sister had a baby girl. Procedure was insane. Her pregnancy was not even it wasn't a complicated pregnancy, though. Towards the end, probably in the last week or days. Bharat means India. Nice. I like learning something new every day. So in the last weeks of her last days of her pregnancy, she started getting really, really sick. And then when she got to the hospital, they told her she needed emergency operation. Her baby had, the umbilical cord of the baby had been wrapped around the baby's neck 3 times. The baby was dying. So obviously it is not one of those things you plan for. It was on such short notice because her first birth was a natural birth and this was not going to be possible. So surgery happened. The baby was saved. The baby was sick for like a week, really, really sick. She couldn't breathe. She was on oxygen for a couple of days, but she pulled through. I wish let me see if I can show you the baby. She's so beautiful. So she's doing well now. That is some good news. In between there, I got a couple gigs. I've been working my ass off like crazy working, but it's all good. Oh, I need to open one of those chats that you have, or okay. Oh, stop. This one. All right, the baby. Let me hope you'll be able to see. So this is the baby. Ah, can you see the baby? Is it? Oh, there she goes. I think that's better. She's really beautiful. She's a lovely baby. Yeah, she's quite lovely. Yes, thanks be to God. She was named Emily. Fast forward, we went on to, well, we're in the hospital for some good time. Probably, I don't know. Like I've come to a certain point in my life where no matter how hard things get, I kind of just look at them now. It's hard for me to panic these days. I don't panic. I'm not stressed about anything. I just see things. And I think that's part of the type of healing I was looking for, you know. I do care, but it's just hard to rattle me these days. It will be very hard to rattle me, like to make me scared or skittish. In between there, I got 2 companies that tried scamming me to hack my channel. Impossible. You don't understand. It's not that I have the best security, but also I'm too smart for you to hack my account. So anything I really post on this channel, it has been posted by me. It has been posted by me. Official Rakesh, control yourself. Okay. What? Yeah, some of those. One of them, I forgot what is the name. Now, when you put accounts into spam, everything just goes off. Where are you from? Triple V. I'm from Uganda. Uganda is in East Africa. Yes, Uganda. What else? Do not open any links that are sent to you from any. I don't know why lately some companies or some scammers feel they need to promise YouTubers collaborations that they know they are not there. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. My name is Doreen, just like the channel. You live in India? No, I live in Africa. So what else has happened? Nothing much really. I've just really taken so much time to myself, you know. And I know some of you probably feel like I'm not talking to you for any reason. It's really no reason. I've just decided to stay in my lane because most of the time I find myself in lanes where I don't belong. And clearly, some people will not hesitate to. Please, guys, let's be respectful. Let's be respectful. I find myself in lanes where I don't belong, and lately I'm just changing that. Hi, Franklin. But I'm at peace. That's all I can. I'm at so much, like, I didn't even want to come live. The Triple V, I'm going to block your account if you post another condescending message. I'll block you. Trust and believe I'll block you. So guys, that's what's up. That's what's going on. Most of it has just been me chilling. I wouldn't say chilling in a like a fancy way. It's just me chilling and creating peace of mind, peace of soul, peace of heart, letting people go, letting things go finally. I have a certain peace that I can't explain. You know, when you're true to yourself, I've become more honest to myself. I've accepted things I can't change. I've accepted that not everything is meant to go your way. Hi, Mark. Well done too. Long time. So, I'm at peace. I'm at peace. So much peace. Oh, but I know I have to check in once in a while. About shooting content. Hey, I forgot to also tell you, I think Mirage, I've not yet contacted them, but Mirage is probably the oldest tiles company in Uganda. I'm not sure. I wouldn't say they've closed, but maybe they sold. I'm not sure because their old location, they are not there anymore. But I know the original location where it is, and the original location still exists. So maybe they sold the new branch or the building. I'm not sure, but they are not there anymore. Though they've been in cahoots with Goodwill for ages as well. So maybe they are just interlinked together. I'm not yet sure, but they are no longer where they used to be. Yeah. So that entire street, you're not find, that's the oldest building actually in the industrial area on the 6th Street. But if they're not there anymore, so most of you cram a lot. I know you go there when you want tiles, you say, oh, let me go to Mirage because I've ever been. You won't find them. So a lot is changing. The country is changing so quickly, so fast. Yes, and then we have the wars going on in the Middle East. Again, I will not speak on that because I know enough not to speak on that. And then as my country is preparing for upcoming elections, they've started issuing national IDs in Uganda again. So for now, it's free, but I don't know I know what the procedure is, but it just seems like they'll just take you around. So you need at least 72 hours of time so that if you go to Dan, they tell you come back tomorrow or go here, you have the time. But yes, Uganda has resumed issuing national IDs again. I wonder why your citizenship in a country would expire. I thought that is one of those things that is supposed to be permanent. Like, I was born here, raised here. You know, how can my citizenship expire? Like, come on, this country also. So there is that as well. It's free for now. The online thing is not working. Don't even waste your time. The online portals, you can download and print out the form, but I don't think you can fill that online. The roads are still under construction, which doesn't seem to start or end. Maybe they are making the trenches. I was recently advised that once the trenches and the water systems are done, it's easier to do the road. But then again, I've seen enough to know that nothing in this country is accidental. Too many marriages are ending in this country. Yeah, it makes you wonder if marriages are even worth it to start with. Hi, YouTube from India. No, what else? Like, so much is going on. It's crazy. So much is happening. So many organizations have become null. The US is no longer entirely funding a lot of organizations in Africa. It's not just Uganda. So between now and September, latest November, a lot of people will be unemployed on a very large scale. and a lot of organizations will be closed. Yes. What else? What else is going on? I, where are you from? I am from Uganda, East Africa. What else? Then we have African leaders. Of course, we have Ibrahim Traore. Is that how you pronounce his name? The new Lion of Africa. A lot is going on, and obviously, per usual, the Western world will try to paint him as a dictator, a criminal. But we all know the truth. I kind of feel like the Western monopoly games no longer work in Africa. People are too exposed right now. You have to be a fool to still believe that Ibrahim is a dictator or a corrupt leader, how they're painting him. Obviously, we all know, we saw this from Gaddafi. We've had so many people come. Sankara was one of those people. I think he's trying to live in the image of the late Sankara, but we pray he succeeds because he's, well, what he stands for is actually what Africa needs, you know, for a change. Having the power to control our own fate would be one hell of a good thing to have. But there is so much corruption, though. He seems to be handling it pretty well. I mean, he's had too many assassination attempts. We pray that he stays alive long enough to see his dream come true, a dream for Africa. One African country succeeding at this means the rest of the African countries can actually succeed from that. And then people are now realizing so much of what the Western world had painted, the likes of Idi Amin. Everyone is waking up to realizing that the dream has been there long before, and now they're starting to change because we have people like Idi Amin. I'm not saying Idi Amin was like perfect, but his values, the values he stood for, were so good. Values, if it was not for him, a lot of African countries would not have stood a chance. That's what you all don't understand. But just read the comment and answer quickly. As whom? As whom? You want to ask me questions, you come to my business WhatsApp or to my email, my professional business email, and pay a consultation fee, become one of my clients, and then you can order me around. Ask me what you want because you'll be my official client. As long as you're not my client, I don't owe you anything. Okay? Mr. YouTube official. Back to the topic, you know. I read, did you know that when Amin, you go, I going, you go, as though I called you. We're discussing important things, you're here playing games. So what flat are you trying? You're not even able to buy a flat in this country. What is the money that you have that you're talking about you want to use to buy a flat? Let's respect each other. So did you know that when Idi Amin, I'm not angry. I just don't like people disrespecting me just because they think they can. Now, focus, okay, focus. Did you know that when Amin dismissed the Indians and the whites from Uganda, he literally paid reparations to these people? But this is what they don't tell you, okay? That is what they don't tell you, okay? So, $25,000. Let me see how much that is. Look, I'm not doing business right now. Please pay a consultation fee to me. The consultation fee is as small as $30 and it's a one-time fee. That is if you don't want me to move. If you want me to move or do anything physically, go to the field or stuff like that, then that's a different amount of money. That's like double that amount, okay? 39 times 25. 97, you still not get a flat with your 25,000. You get a decent house, very, very nice in the city, but you won't get a flat, okay? That's the truth. That is my contact. For those of you that want to consult with me, Construction, please. Construction and agriculture. Strictly. That's my number. It's above my head. That's my business number. 40,000. Consult with me, okay? Professionally, please. Anyway, back to this story of Idi Amin of Uganda. So, but when the news broadcasted that they had thrown out and allegedly killed Indians and whites from Uganda, the news never mentioned anything about these people. They were given time to leave. Yes, there is never enough time to leave. On top of that, they were paid reparations. Reparations, they were paid. Their countries, some of them even were able to return and find their businesses. They are running them to this day. Do you, if y'all, let me tell you something. As someone that has worked for an Indian-owned business in Uganda, when I was younger, starting up in life, these people, I'm not saying all of them, but the people that I've encountered, and that's a lot. Number one, they pay their fellow Indian people a different wage. You do the same job with one of their own people and they'll pay them a different wage, which is way more, but you're working way more. That's number one. Number two, they don't eat the same food as you. In this working environment, I worked for a certain Indian company and we would be fed from a whole different location, okay? Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Sandra, the boutique girl. Who is that? I have nothing against Indians. They're my brothers and sisters. I have so many Indian friends, but I'm saying my experience wasn't good, and I'm not the only one. Plenty, to this day, it's still going on in this country. Now, you'll find that you're eating from different places, different food. It's not because we can't eat their food or they can't eat our food, but that's maybe their preference, which is okay. The way they treat you, let's say if you came late to a job and maybe you had an emergency or something, it's different. The way you're treated in general, it's so different. You understand? And now imagine, oh my God, YouTube official, you calling me a prostitute is equivalent to me saying that your mother made a mistake to have birthed you. If you don't know what my channel is all about and you're new here, please leave, okay? Please leave. My channel is purely construction, that is buildings and stuff. So if you cannot pay me a consultation fee to be my client so you can start asking me all these questions, please go away. It's not a must. No one is forcing you. But just because I refuse to answer your questions because you're not my client, you are not entitled to calling me a prostitute. I am not. Have you ever bought me? Has your father bought me? Has your mother? Has any of your relatives bought me? Do you know me? You don't know me. So please, refrain, okay? Because I'm going to block you, actually. Now you, even if you came and wanted actual construction help, I would not give it to you. Okay? I would not give it to you. I genuinely wouldn't. Some of you are children, like you have kids running around on the internet. Anyway, I don't have time for this, like for real. I'm talking something that's actually important. Now, back then, before Idi Amin pushed any kind of foreign influence in the economy, Amin's reasons were very simple. He said, with his own mouth, he said that the foreigners had come to Uganda, they had invested, yes, but they were taking the money back to their countries. They were not putting the money in circulation in Uganda. They were underpaying the workers that they had gotten from Uganda, and they were barely employing any people from Uganda. And the few they were employing, they were not paying them. So he saw that the economy of Uganda is going to collapse. You understand? That was one of his reasons. And trust and believe is the same. And I think Kenya is facing a similar problem right now. Majority of Kenyan businesses are either owned by Somalis, Indians, or a mix of those people. But businessmen in Kenya are not owning serious businesses. They're owning startups. And this is what the world doesn't care for. So Uganda was facing a similar problem at that time, and it was so insane. You have to understand that there are types of people, when they go to a country, they will not go alone. They will go and bring relatives, friends, everyone who can afford to invest, they will bring them over. And that's what the Indian community is commonly known for. The Indian community, the Chinese community. When they come to your country, they don't come alone. They will come, bring relatives as workers. They will not employ locally. They will only employ locally when they've failed when they fail to navigate. And they are quick learners. They will learn the language, they will learn the skill, they will learn quickly, so they don't need you. I don't know how to put this, but all I'm saying is the reasons were there. And all the cities were dominated by them, which means as a lawman, a local man in your own country, you could not invest even if you wanted to in a fast-growing economy. All I'm saying, when they were paid, but the news didn't say this. The news portrayed this man as the devil. So we're having Ibrahim Traore? I can't pronounce his name. For the love of God, I need to find a way of pronouncing this man's name. Now, Ibrahim has pushed out Western influence from his country. He has tried to band and develop his country the way Gaddafi did. Now, Africans have a habit. They always manipulate them so easily, right? And once they start convincing you that this man is bad, you don't understand how Gaddafi had handled his country before they killed him. You have to understand, no one is saying that these African leaders are perfect. But then the few that actually come up and they want to help genuinely, of course the Western world is going to do everything possible. Because if Africa is independent from the Western world has nowhere to get their resources from. They don't. The Western world mostly depends on importation. I don't care where they import from, but they import almost 80 to 90% of their whatever they use. What in their countries they barely manufacture. Maybe weapons, but even those, they're not manufacturing them. Probably that's why right now most of them are scared to start a war with Middle East, because Middle East is known to be the biggest manufacturers of weapons, which means they don't just manufacture, they also sell. So a lot goes into this one. Like, there is so much that we don't know probably, and maybe so much we'll never know. But one thing I know for sure is that people are more awake right now. You know, people know more, they understand more. They don't just believe the news, what they see on the news. Do you know the damage that the likes of CNN and Al Jazeera have done over the years? You know, picking a topic and pinning the African man down all the time. African countries and the and the Middle Eastern countries have been pinned down, even Asian countries. They've pinned them down for so long, you know? And that's why the likes of the US cannot stand having maybe China dominate the telecommunications industry, because they know China has faced the same problems as most of the African countries and the Middle Eastern countries have faced. So obviously, they'll be more open to letting the world see the truth. They will not control social media so much. There is that freedom when it comes to the apps that they create. there is some freedom, you know? Things like these, when they are created, they never reach the FYP on platforms like these. These are American-controlled platforms. You only get to see what they want you to see. You'll never see the truth. Nonetheless, for me, I'm just happy that we have people that's actually standing up, you know? Yeah. People are standing up. And maybe the likes of Burkina Faso, when they get to stand up, sellers unit, you want to see my tits? I have no tits, I'm a man. You want, maybe I show you nipples of a man. Hold on, let me show you, let me show you. Patience, be patient. Let me show you nipple. You want to see nipples? You say tits, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, let me show you tits. Just give it a minute. I'm bringing. Be patient, yeah? I need you to be patient. They're coming, they're here. I have a second phone with my nudes on. Just a minute. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on, hold on. Hold up, yeah? Just hold up, just a minute. This is not good enough. You deserve the best. Yeah, the best tits. Yeah, my tits. Here goes my tits, yeah? There, my tits are there. Yo, you see them? You see them? Just a little bit hairy, but there goes my tits, yeah? Tits, yeah? You seen them? Confirm, you seen them? Idiot. Now that's your mother's tits. Where did people come from? Y'all have a dark sense of humor. Hi, Victor. Peace be with you as well. So all I'm saying, guys, like, yo, some of you don't like to focus. You don't like serious topics, man. You know? I mean, sellers, man. I have better tits here. Look at this. Look at this. Just a minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. How about these? How about those? What do you think about those? What about those? Crazy. Y'all just crazy. So, hi Shiva. Oh my days. So guys, the number that you see is strictly consultation for construction or agriculture. Please do not text me. If you don't want either of those two, I will not reply. I never reply. You pass by and get your shoes. Oh, hi dear. Thank you. How much did she say? I bring. Where are you from? Uganda. I need to get my eyebrows trimmed, man. I'm a bit bushy lately. Yo, I've checked in, yeah? Let me go. I have other things to do. I have other social medias to check up on. Let me get some work done. I've had a long day. I even have a longer night, but it is what it is. But the most important thing is lesson 1, think for yourself. Don't trust anything the social media tells you. Don't trust a video just because someone who has a big following told you it's the truth. Do your own research. Find out your own things. Stop trusting the internet. The internet is not all good. There is too much manipulation in the world. Be smarter than that. Above all, find your own way. Okay? Find your own way, okay? And all will be well. Now, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe because I'm going. I'll see you soon. I can't say when, but soon. As far as content is concerned, I have too much, but it's all in my head. Also, I don't have any members on the channel, and I have videos up that are new. But they are for members only, so which means they are all at 0 views. So until members come along, I guess I have no content, but it's there. YouTube sees that I've posted. I have membership as low as $2 a month. You can subscribe and then you'll see some other content that is really not on the channel directly. So I'll see you soon. You take care, yeah? Take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching and big love. Bye.